Dalụkwa ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Ekene m nwoke kene nwaanyị wee sị ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ. Asị m mmiri ata na m azụ anwụ na nke ya chiri onye azụ elu. Onye m na n'onye n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ 1 Biafra land. Wee sị ya maalụ gị mma ebe ọbụla ị nọ wee na-ege m ntị n'ụbọchị nke tata. Na-egbughị oge ọbụla ka m gaa straight n'ihe nji maka ya wee bịa maka na enwere m ọtụtụ oge. What happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon? Nyawa ka anyị ga-etinye ọnụ na because a lot have been happening. Before ngaba n'iru, onye m na n'onye n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ. Ma ọ bụ na isi onye behọrọ m before. And n'ime this platform, anyị anaghị agwa gị ihe ị chọrọ ịnụ, anyị na-agwa gị ihe ị kwesịrị ịnụ. Ọkwa ịghọta, o nwere ife dị iche ihe ị kwesịrị ịnụ na ihe ị chọrọ ịnụ. So, nyawa ka njue na-agwa gị, ọ bụ na ị na-join anyị n'ọtata bụ wụcha ntị gị ọfụma. Now, yesterday, Mazi Benjamin Madbug ga-visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na DSS dungeon. And after Kofucha Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ọ bịa make a statement, which na m ga-play his video here, so that ka anyị wee nwee ike wee ghọta ebe ọ na-aga. And now, I'm very happy ihe Mazi Benjamin Madbug. Many of you nwere ike ọ bụ na ịmaghị onye Mazi Benjamin Madbug bụ. In as far as na IPOB the concern, Mazi Benjamin Madbug have contributed and suffered almost ihe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na suffer. And ya na Mazi anọgo n'ime nga before emechekwa ha wee pụta. Now, n'ụbọchị nke tata, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jizi aka ya wee sị that na ye need ho na ye ka m gbanyegodo the voice so that ka our people wee nwee ike na-aghọta ihe m na-ekwu ọfụma, because ama m na a lot of us watch gonya before onyonyo, but anyị need egbuli ka anyị wee nwee ike wee watch ya ọfụma, because ọ bụ na egbuliri anyị ama watch ya ọ ya na-ada anyị somehow ka anyị ga-egodo ya. Many of us watch this video yesterday.
Network difficulties because of Nigeria. So now, when you see very clear, someone have a mandate from Oyendu. Only says you Lord TSS that sponsor Simon Eba. That Simon Eba is being sponsored by the enemies of Biafra. Omugeni mandate from him, and yes, stop what he is after for whatever. Let's stop oil. The mandate. I confronted Onisi today. See Onyendu. On my bridge, that's a criminal, that fraudster was in London. See on with them, take over from you. Only say that to Only say that to he has nothing, no mandate, nothing in front of him. Nothing. He's just being fraudster using his name. Using the name of IPOB, using the name of ESN. They're very clear to me today. And Simon Emanika watched this video. Only says desist from using his name. For whatever it is, stop using the name of IPOB. Stop using the name of ESN. You know nothing about these entities. Nothing. Because you're not a member of IPOB. You are not a member of IPOB. Also, this is the message to you direct. And our people, they use autopilot to enable a bargain. Only system bargain that the payment day is coming. You will pay for it. You will pay for it. You will pay for it. If they use Afia, black computer abomination.
Sacrilege.
Talibo, in the name of Allah, fight for Biafra. What do you know about Biafra? Can you know about IPOB? You should have IPOB, the king of an SMD.
Now, Mazi Madbug a pass go message of man. and all the very clear, the very crystal clear that now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu distance go himself from the every atrocities Simon Ekpa na committee. And the question nchọrọ ịjụ ndị na-follow Simon Ekpa bụ ọ bụrụ na Simon Ekpa na-alụ ọlụ dịka ka o ji claim ka o wee release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ji wee continue na distance himself from such person, and why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ji wee continue na-egwa people that na onye anọ is being sponsored by the DSS in order to make sure that na ya nọ n'ime nga. Some of you got the gullible by issue let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pụta bịa kwuo ya. The only thing Obu Nima Ife as a Mwafibo, as a Biafran, as a reasonable somebody, this is an open challenge to every autopiloters, everyone that is claiming that he or she is fighting for Biafra using the under the Biafra government in exile, or under the what is it called, or under the autopilot. What I expected all of you to do at this point of time is to bring out somebody to go and meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is open for anyone to come and see him. Why can't any autopilot member go in there and bring out the original information that is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because with everything within Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disposal, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could see that now this idiot is not working for him and he is against him. The question Chori Jugina as a Biafran, as somebody in fight for freedom, somebody will argue that you are not fighting for me, that you are against me. How do you now believe you want me to believe that that person is still working for me? The people now lulonye ndwalu. Wadakara good umbedoma. Ome penny aside to you. Livingstone promise. I greet you. Now, the people now lulonye ndwalu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-eto ha every day because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nọ na the position ịma ndị nọ alụ ụlọọrụ ndị ọ na-ezi ozi, ndị na-agagharị ije, ndị na-enye feedback, because you ma claim to be with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yet complete 2 years onwebele anything from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now every barrister, every person who visits Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi always pass one message for them. And that message, Mazi shift from that message. For example, Mr. Patrick Ifanyoba visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi told him that he don't have any connection or anything to do with Simon Ekpa. Akajovo na Alibo niile Ezenri visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi told him that he don't have any connection with Simon Ekpa. Our dear brother, Senator Enyinaya Baribe, visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with other groups of people. Mazi stated the same next statement to them. Now, Benjamin Madbug also visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Mazi said the same thing to him. Now, let me ask you this simple question, because I have seen that when any autopilot person this question: is Simon Ekpa fighting to replace Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or is he fighting to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because these two different things are these two words are different things. Fighting to free somebody and fighting to replace somebody, they are not the same. Some of watch one bingo called Sister Chiamaka Ajare. He say you can use the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make money if you think it's easy. How can you be using a name of an organization, tarnishing the image to be scamming people, and you are claiming that you are a freedom fighter? If you think that you are people obeys you and people listen to you, it's very simple. Some of you don't know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, according to Benjamin Madbug, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was very angry with the DOS. Okay, the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was angry with the DOS because Mazi told them to cancel that seat at home at the initial stage on the 9th of August 2021. Out of the love, out of the pressure coming from Biafrans towards the leadership, the leadership tried everything for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to see a reason for them to carry out this very sit at home, which they later succeeded in making one of the month they sit at home, and it happened in Biafra land without any person losing his or her soul or losing any of his properties or anything. That sit at home was carried out successfully, and the next month of it, after the leadership have cancelled it, the sit at home continued to tell you that this thing is not being piloted by any person. Rather, the Biafrans voluntarily are doing it. What happened? Simon Abia hijack Yanya Sizie Nonya claim Mueze glory. Do you know the reason? When Mazi send the data lawyer Jimako, who is also a pure saboteur? Because I know Mazi Benjamin said that every message passed through Aloy Ejimako is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am not doubt that, but there is a possibility for Aloy Ejimako backstabbing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, apart from that, Simon Ekpa, the reason no me hold that in a job for Gwaliabu because no put on a platform, any announcement to make it there will not yield any fruit because he is not the one piloting Monday sit at home. He is just claiming glory of what he knows nothing about. Now, Majunu, when somebody is fighting to replace somebody, it's not the same thing of somebody fighting to release somebody. If I want to replace you, I will be doing everything humanly possible to make sure that you are inside, and I will be deceiving people that I am fighting for you. That is why, Ejebe, enough for some people in Agent, you try to reason, try to think. Now, as a living legend, a living prophet, as a man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done everything on his part. I will not take much of anything, but I want you to pay attention to what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon yesterday. Mazi have done everything to make sure that you as a Biafran will not say, oh, I never knew he is not fighting for him. Oh, I wish I know I could have not supported him. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything within his disposal, he have used it to distance himself from anything autopilot. Now, bring it to the Igbo leaders. Why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand on his word that Monday sit at home, every sit at home must be cancelled? Do you mean that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't want to come out? Stopping Monday sit at home, will that bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out? The answer is no. Stopping sit at home, Mazi did not stop sit at home because that will bring him out. Not at all. The sit at home is of no use towards the freedom and the restoration of Biafra. Mazi, that sit at home cannot help in bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Rather, people are using it to cash out in order to cut off those parasites. That is why you cannot use something that is of no use to be deceiving people. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cut it off. Now, ndị Igbo leaders, nke ndị bankiti for going for more than 2 years now, ejide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is a video nchọkunu matter here. Africa is about to enter war. Oguna kwadida. Enweghị any person on a Tinubu government have already declared war against Niger Republic, and yet ndị Igbo adịla bothered. Now this war, Bido, what are the consequences? How will it happen in Ala Igbo? How can ndị Igbo feed? What will happen to ndị Igbo? Mazi is in DSS dungeon, and every Igbo man, all of us are shining teeth. Onye ọbụla na-achị ọchị. How can Tinubu cause war to Niger? This has nothing to do. Believe you me, as nwa afọ Igbo, as a Biafran, ask yourself, if that war starts, what will you do? Now, in case you don't know, in Nigeria, an Igbo man, there is no Igbo man that has anything to do with the federal government. I want you to watch this thing. Because somewhere video get play alone here. Pay attention to this video.
Of the authority of heads of state and
government. Now, pay attention very well. What you are seeing here, is the ECOWAS meeting, and each of the country have representatives. I want you to pay attention to the names, and you ask yourself, when the people that represent Nigerians, all those that represent Nigeria, why is there no any Igbo man inside them? Let us listen to it so that you will understand where I am going. Pay attention.
Your Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Chair of the Authority of Heads of States and Government of the Economic Community of West African States. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
Okay.
and host of this August gathering.
Yoruba man.
Your Excellencies, members of the Authority of Heads of States and Government of the Economic Community of West African States, Your Excellency Mohammed Ould Ghazouani, President of the Republic of Mauritania, Your Excellency Evariste Ndayishimiye, President of the Republic of Burundi and Chair of the Peace and Security Council of the African Union, Excellency Dr. Omar Aliou Touré, President of the ECOWAS Commission, Excellency Leonardo Santos Simão, Special Representative of the United Nations Secretary General and Head of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, Excellency Abubakar Abdusalami, Special Envoy of the Chair of the Authority to the Republic of Niger.
Pay attention.
Excellency Baba.
That guy, Abdusalami is a Nigerian from North. Remember, Tinubu is there from Yoruba. Abdusalami is from North. Pay attention.
Anna Kingibe, Special Envoy of the Chair of the Authority to the State of Libya and the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, His Eminence the Sultan of Sokoto.
The Sultan of Sokoto, another northern person in that gathering. Remember, you say you have one Yoruba now with the two northern persons. These are the people making decisions in a country where you say all of you are one. Pay attention, Oguchabe.
Honorable Bankole Adeoye, Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security of the African Union, representing His Excellency Musa Faki, Chairperson Mohammed Ibn Chambas, High Representative of the African Union for the silencing of the guns. Honorable Ministers, distinguished heads of community institutions, Excellency Vice Presidents of the ECOWAS Commission and Honorable Commissioners, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen of the four first
that one was important. Now, what are things not happening here now? Because why I played you that video is this: there are two northern person there with one Yoruba man. There is no any Igbo man in that very gathering. When you check about security, and is it not a neck cabinet? That is people that are in charge of the Nigerian security. There is no any Igbo man in that very gathering. Everything they are doing there, they are trying to invade Niger. Now, the question Cholejugi as an Igbo man is, when Tinubu will cause this war by invading Niger, remember, Burkina Faso is there that will help Niger. Mali is there that will help Niger. There is Guinea Conakry is there that will help Niger. You as an Igbo man, when all the borders will be blocked, what will be your own way out to succeed? Now, what make you qualify to keep quiet, feel like nothing is happening? Some of you don't know the gravity of atrocities Simon Ekpana committee. Now, when this man is doing this, one of the very dangerous acts that endangered the life of Ndibo in Biafra land today, Simon Apotana social media shown that if Buhari invade Niger, that he and his bingos will now invade Nigeria from the east. Now, Buhari have bring more troops with Asari men to the east, militarizing the east. Where is the Simon men? Where Simon men are no? to save our people. Now, if the kind of damage Simon Nack, because all of you want to hear action. When he tell you that he will invade Nigeria, are you not asking yourself with what? Kedifo Geji will invade Nigeria. Gini ko use? Oge use military, camouflage, onye obuna na in Europe here, with the Basque helmet. He will invade here. Mana some of you are not half here. Some of you are not here reason. Oh, this war be done now. The outcome of Ndi Igbo. What will happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How will you feed? None of you are bothered about the things that happen. None of you are bothered that in Niger we try to invade the Nigeria, and a lot will happen. You are not prepared. Africans are waking up for revolution. Nigerians are there sleeping like a useless bingos. I don't know where they are coming from. Now, Senegals are protesting. If Nigeria, who claim to be giant of Africa, Obun and Nigeria, who claim to be giant of Africa, is Tinubu invading Niger, what are the benefits that is going to give Nigeria? How can you be invading your own brother because of a France interest, Western interest, because of white man, because of Europe? Nadia. Now, I believe him na onye na-ede na comment section.
Of community institutions and institutions.
I got shut up. Easy. Because of white man. Can we na block some people who gonna ede rubbish? Can we malụ ndị ga na comment rubbish? Because anyị abịala here bịa azụ ụmụ anụmanụ. Ịmalụ n'izu ka eme, ị pụta, ime your own video ka ifo how educated you are. Because na school, some of these people now have saying na school be English. That is why you remain a slave to your slave masters. Not even your slave master, to another slave. You are third class slave. You are not even first class slave. Because one, English is not your language. English is not your mother's tongue. Neither is it your father's tongue. So where do you get English from? If you are now the uneducated bingo. Now, ka anyị gbalịa elu na ife na-eme n'Africa, ka iwe nwee ike wee ghọta ife na-eme n'Africa, because Africa now na-ebinye ọtọ. Ihe melu Nigerians expect to do is, ọ bụrụ na Tinubu dị clear, Jacob, biko ịchọ ide illiteracy, go back to school. Biko kpọgodo onye na-ekwu ị na-agwa afa, biko ọ dị very important ka anyị malụ ebe anyị ga-ahazi gị, because na this platform anyị na-ahazi mmadụ ebe o kwesịrị ịdị, ebe onye ahụ kwesịrị ịnọ. Once ịpụta de eriwe, anyị enyelu gị aka tinyere gị ebe ị kwesịrị ịnọ, maka na ọbụla mmadụ niile ga-anọ na this platform. To be honest, ọbụla mmadụ niile kwesịrị ịnọ na this platform, and ịnọrọ na this platform, ọbụla mmadụ niile ga na comment na comment section. Enwe ndị kwesịrị ịnọ na this platform nọlụ without ikwu anything. Ndị nke ahụ dị welcome. Mana once ị na-ede something, deyeriwe deyeri, believe you me, m ga-block hell out of you. So nwada Karagold, biko ọ bụ na okay, ndewo for clear m ọfụma, because ihe app na-use anaghị indicate onye a na-reply na onye a na-agwa okwu. Ha ncha ine ga-anọ na comment section na-agagharị. My stick, ndewo for aghọtago m na. That's why m ji onye biko ka ọ kpọgodo afa, because achọbụ m ịblọk ya wisi mba ka njụ ajụ, maka na nna blọk onye ọ na-akpọrọ ihe blọk onye a. So and achọrọ m ime mistake blọk ọ IPOB hardcore, because amaghị m eme mmadụ blọk. Block oge amaghị m ka echi eweghachite datin, so ọ na-afịọ m around amakwụrụ, achọrọ m ije mụọ ya. Now ka anyị bịa na ihe niile na-play here, because many of you amaghị the damage Simon course na East. And many of you amaho ihe unu kwesịrị ime. Nna ọ dị ka nwa na-acha m n'anya here. Ogonodo. Nna ya ria biko. Before ndị nchawa ka bino. Nchawa ka gumi of you. Because all this autopilot. Now, ọ bụrụ na Nigeria ma ihe ọfụma na Nigeria government na Nigerian citizens need the freedom na ha needly free onwe ha from this Western world. The only thing ha kwesịrị ime na bụ iji ka aka ọnụ support on Niger. Ka Niger Republic nwere onwe ha. Ka country nwe the kind of natural resources Niger nwe. Ngeji ka na-ata ụfụ. Imana the 14 countries no under France colony. Every year, France na have $500 billion. France na collect $500 billion from 14 African countries. Julia make sure that na the country the well established, their citizens live off man. If there's a Niger, he use the word negro. Que povero, that is here. They are saying na Africa the very poor. Na ha bụ ndị agụ na-enye nsogbu. Meanwhile, ihe ha ji ebi n'Europe here in Africa. Ka giant of Africa kwesịrị bụ nge protect the Africa. Ngejizi na protect the interest of Europe. Ka ha ga-ejizi na protect the interest of the white. Nigeria, ọ bụ na Nigerian military nwere isi. The last thing ha ga-eme is to take their gun and bullets to invade Niger. Jugodo onwe gị as a Nigerian soldier. In a invade Niger, Niger Republic in Meg, what was the offense? Jegodu no check the whole great African leaders ebuche, Kendi Buha, Tamo Sankara rise from Burkina Faso, try to make Burkina Faso a great country. Ka Burkina Faso blue a country where everybody, that is where their citizens will be enjoying life. Where their citizens will not be licking the ass of the white people. What happened? They killed Tamo Sankara, the same French government, with the help of the Western world. They killed Tamo Sankara and they take Burkina Faso back to square one and bring a corrupt leader that make Burkina Faso today. You cannot even Burkina Faso is one of the poorest countries. Because the Africans always protect the interests of the Westerns. Not only that, this man, Patrice Lumumba, rise, the same Western world killed him. Nkame recently, 2010 here, Muammar Gaddafi, the president of Libya, can do the crime of Libya because the president of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, was performing well. And do you know that as of when Muammar Gaddafi was in power, one Libyan dinar is almost equivalent to €1, which means he have put the country in a well-functioning system. And every male child of Libya receive a brand new car. You will not pay. You must have your own new car. And the fuel is free for Libyan citizens. And every Libyan citizen has a house. You will not stay in rent. And the Libya cannot travel outside. Kendi bu Muammar Gaddafi. And what was the reason why the Europe killed Muammar Gaddafi? Because Muammar Gaddafi made a move to unite Africa so that Africa can be using one currency, one money, the same way European Union is using euro. And if I travel from here to France today, I will not be changing currency. The same currency Italy is using is the same currency France is using. Is the same currency Switzerland, Holland, Austria, Norway, all the European Union, they are using one currency that make their very currency to be very strong. Imanona Nokita, Nchoije France here, a need visa, a need Nigerian passport, a need any passport passport at all. What I need to use is this thing. Let me check it if I can show you so that you will understand what I am saying. This thing here, this thing enough here. This is identity card. Now here about identity card. With this identity card now, nga travel all over country in Europe without police anything, without any person mess. With my identity card, ngaga France, ga Switzerland. That is as only Italy. They need them their passport. He need the baby ya. In idea because he will border. Half long has one. And that is what Muammar Gaddafi tried to do. That is what Muammar Gaddafi tried to help African to liberate Africa from the slavery of European Western Union. The America you people are seeing today, America is evil. The whole Europe here, nobody wants Africa to grow. The Muammar Gaddafi wanted to build railway that will connect Libya, Burundi, Niger, Nigeria, South Africa, all the whole African countries, even Spain. Thank you, Kim Don Williams. Those that are Europe here, Italian man can never go to a France embassy to seek for visa to go France. Spanish person can never go to a Italian embassy to seek for visa to come Italy. What he need to do is to carry his own identity card. That even when you are in your country, you must have it because it's for identification to know that you are from this place. Their passport is not used to know them. Okay, come and carry your ball. Now, do you understand it? These are the things Muammar Gaddafi wanted to do. Then France, with the help of America and the whole Europe, they connive because they know if he do it, that will bring the unification and the bringing together Africans, and Africa will rise to be a great country instead of being a shithole. Africa will rise. What happened? The Western, the France, the Italy, the Britain, America, the whole Germany, all of them, they join hands in the name of United Nations and they killed Muammar Gaddafi. Go to Libya today. Go to Libya today. Do you know that they are crying today since the death of Muammar Gaddafi? They have not recovered from it. They have not, even they suffer till today to the extent of begging the son of Muammar Gaddafi to come and rule them, that they are sorry for killing their father. Because they must use some parts, some of us, some of you greedy people, to do that damage. Now, are you aware that before this troop that oversees the president of Niger, are you aware that there is American military base in Niger? Are you aware that there is a French military base in Niger? And all these people are aware that this man want to unseat the president. Why didn't tell the president that this man want to unseat you? They are aware. They are 100% aware of the activities of this military that took over, but they refuse. The reason why they refuse to let him know is that they want to push them to war, so that they will not have free access to take uranium, take their gold, take their oil, take anything in that very country without paying a dime. Now, Nigeria, that's supposed to be the giant of Africa, that's supposed to be the highest backbone of the Niger, the West now are using Nigeria because Tinubu is now a puppet to Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron, who is also a criminal. All these people, how can you be taking the natural resources of a country, giving them only 5% and take 95%? Go to Niger today, you will think that Niger is a place where poverty is being created. Not just that they are poor, they are the headquarters, they are the 5th most poorest country in the world, not in Africa, in the worldwide. How many of you knows about Saddam Hussein? They still killed this man. Yet Nigeria want to fight for the interests of Europe. Why can't Nigerian people ask me, do we have a Nigerian youth? Do even Nigerian youth that cannot even protest for their right, are they going to stand up for revolution? And why this thing is happening, instead of Gumi Ofidu in Finland to keep his mouth shut, he now come out because he wants praises. He wants people to hear him. Oh, he is doing a great job. Now, man, you be. What a man. What a clever man. He now come out and tell you people that if Tinubu invade Niger, that the Biafrans will invade Nigeria. Now, Tinubu have deployed military in the east. Do you know what that means? A lot of Igbo youth will go down. Okay, thank you. I'm not even correct, safe. I am not even current. I even say fifth. I don't even know that they are second poorest country in the world. A country that thank you, Kizito Onwumere, for correcting me. Thank you, Nordic Elijah. Thank you. Second poorest country in the world with that kind of natural resources. Do you know that if Italy here have 1/4 of the natural resources Niger has, Italy will be dragging for world power. Italy will be competing with China. Italy will be competing with the most powerful country in the world. They will not be at this level they are today. Because when you come to Europe, you can compare Italy with Germany, France, England, and big country. But they are living fine with zero natural resources. They only have production, creativity, human skills, which human brain, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that we don't need that oil to survive. We need human brain. We need creativity. What can you produce? Mazi Achebe, you have been in Italy for many years, and whenever you are making program, you say you have a handwork. What can you produce? Bring your knowledge. They will fix you in a place. Then you bring your skills. Then you produce. You now use your skills to have something. What we call, thank you, Karagod, human infrastructure. Now, if the Europe love Africans, if the Europe love Niger, love any part of Africa, why can't they build that power plant in Niger, at least to develop? How can you have a continent that are well rich in everything you need to have, yet you are the most poorest country? Do you know, as I'm speaking to you now, Nigerian people don't know that their life is already in danger, and most of the people their life is in danger are the Igbos. As I'm speaking to you now, last week Burkina Faso killed 20 Nigerians, and when I check the names of those that they killed, 20 of them are from Biafrans. Do you know why? As I am telling you now, just a minute. Just a minute, I'm coming. Now, as I am speaking to you, do you know the reason those people they killed? The reason they killed them, when this issue is coming now, the same way the people in Nigeria don't know that their life is in danger. There is every possibilities. If Nigeria invade Niger, there is every possibilities for Niger to invade Nigeria. There are possibilities for Niger to invade Nigeria, and you cannot tell Niger decide to invade. You cannot tell Niger, oh, we are not part of Nigeria. We are not part of. We are Biafrans. I am an Igbo man. I am not. They don't want to hear that. Now, Germany, France, Holland, Italy, all the European, their head is America and Britain. Their head is American and Britain. is their head. Are you aware that these people don't mean well for any African countries? They don't mean well for any African countries. If they mean well, at least you are taking natural resources from somebody's country. Now, can you name this? Just a minute. Because HFM na my hot spot the on, so I not disturb my phone. A millionaire overheat. A millionaire overheat. Now back to ihe anyị na-ekwu. Ọ bụrụ na this if European vampires love Africa, why can't them? If you take the natural resources, you give them 50%, you take 50%, or blue 50-50. But this one is that they will take all of them without giving the country you are taking that natural resources anything. And they tell me that those people love you. You see why I blame people that are still defending Christianity, because if Christianity, heaven is real, and these people knows about it, they will never allow you to go heaven. Is it somebody that don't want you to enjoy the natural resources that God gave you, God bless you with? Is that person going to tell you that there is heaven here? Is that person going to tell you, oh, there is heaven anywhere? That is why check here the whole. That is why in Libya today, like I use Libya for example, they destroyed Libya because of petroleum. Now okay, let me come back to our this Ijo youth. The Ijo youth, you are busy guiding pipeline. Ijo youth, all of you are busy protecting pipeline. Asia Tompolo, Teketom, and the general Asari Tukumbo. All of you are guiding pipeline. Let me ask you, the pipeline you are guiding, where is the oil going to? The same European Union, I don't know how many of you have traveled from Nigeria to Europe. Do you know it's more than 72,000 kilometers for you to travel from that side to here? And these people, KE Family Comedy, I greet you. I greet you. Now, these people are laying pipeline. That pipeline that come from Niger Delta. From Niger Delta, they lay the pipeline till Niger. They go past Morocco, past there. The pipeline will come to Europe, and they will have steady light. They will have everything. Copy of the oil in your country. And all you can offer is to protect the pipeline for them. Now, what will you use to measure how many oil are they taking? Since now the pipeline connected from Nigeria to their country, they can use as they like. Nobody is in charge. Nobody will question them. And without any payment. Do you think that if Europe has this oil and everything they have today, that Africa has today, do you think that a black man can draw a pipeline from Europe to Africa? Why can't people of Nigeria protest against Tinubu? Tell Tinubu that you cannot invade Niger, because this is Africans waking up to take what belongs to them. This is African trying to liberate themselves from what belongs to them. They are not asking for what belongs to Europe. Go to Mediterranean Sea. How many of you pass Libya road to Italy, to Europe here? Do you know that there is thousands of black African youth, vibrant youth that's supposed to be the leaders of tomorrow? They are dying in Mediterranean Sea in search of greener pasture that God have given them in their own land. And yet, the people, Niger, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Conakry, have the courage to rise up, and they want to use your country to subdue them down, to bring them down, and you fold your hands. Ask yourself, when they use you finish, You cannot rise up, because any day you think of rising up, they will use another person against you. Ask yourself, like I told you before I divert to another this thing. Niger in France, France has military base in Niger Republic. America has military base. Ask yourself, why did America not use their military to force Niger the military junta president out from there? Because there is a human right. You cannot invade somebody's country. They don't want to hear that word, that Americans are wicked, that Americans are the people that invaded Niger Republic. Why didn't France use their military base in Niger to pursue, to chase that very president out? Because they want to maintain their good name and they push Africa. They will now come out and say Africans are killing themselves. Freedom Channel, I greet you. Odogunwoke, I greet you. Idure. Now let us tell ourselves the truth. They know, as I am speaking to you now, the only thing that can save Africa is the African youth rising up and understand that the West must leave Africa. If you want any natural resources in Africa, we will tell you the price. They are not the one to tell us the price we are going to sell our natural resources. We are the one to tell them. That is the reason now. Before, let me tell you, you see Putin. Yes, God can use anyone to, but anyone, before you go into agreement with Putin, who is also, we regard him as a good man, but never forget that Putin is part of Europe. Forget their crisis, they can settle at any time. He is part of the Western. But before you go in agreement with such man, whom you know that he have come to rescue Africa because the European is against him and they want to use Ukraine against him. Now he want to revenge. You will put your own interest, the interests of your citizens, interests of your country first before anything, which means you can have an agreement with him that if he help me chase these people out, the natural resources which you have been getting only 5%, he can take 30%. Don't say 50%. No, say 30%. From there, he will not say, okay, no, we will do it 70. You know, you will say 30. From there, you can end up having 40, 60. That 40, 60 is 60 for you, 40 for him, and it will have expiring date. It will have expiring date that he will be in charge. At that point, what you need to be engaging is production. You now engage in that very nuclear plant, missiles, bombs. You have to get your own with your own armored cars. You don't need to depend on the Western for machine guns. You don't need to depend on them to have your own bomb. You don't need to depend on them to have your own missiles, because the materials you need to use for productions of those missiles and those bombs, you have them in abundance in your own country. Then you now use it to produce your own. At that point, you will now have mouth. Ask yourself this simple question: how is it possible that the whole African continent, thank you, proper negotiation, you will not just throw yourself, because what Putin is doing now, I don't know the kind of agreement he has with Burkina Faso. I will not lie to you. I don't know the kind of agreement he has with Mali. I don't know the kind of agreement he has with Guinea Conakry. I don't know the kind of agreement he has with Niger. But all I know is that whatever agreement is in favor of Niger compared to the West before. Now, what you need to do is have a very good agreement, because he needs you more than you need him, or both of you need each other now. Because this period, he is running for his own life, to protect his own image, to protect his own country, so that the West will not take Ukraine and then use Ukraine to conquer him. While you are a slave and under the same West, and they want to use you to to weaken that West to leave Ukraine. So you need to balance everything you are doing to make sure that once you are getting freedom from the West, you will not be trapped. You will not be jumping from frying pan to direct fire. It is a well strategic you will use. Use your brain. Now, but why it is more difficult for Africa to wake up is because the giant of Africa have become a willing tools to subdue and subject Africa to the lowest poverty you can see, to the highest poverty you can come across. Nigeria, who has the highest populations, Nigeria, who has the highest populations, at this current is now willing tools for French, for Western Union to use. You see it. How can Africa rise up? How can we now make a move? Any leader that rise up, they will kill the leader. Idi Amin of Uganda, they killed him. Sani Abacha, they killed him. Ambrose Ali, they killed him. Shegu Shagari, is it not Shegu Shagari? They killed him. Mention whom these people killed. I have not killed. Now they now see Tinubu an illegitimate president. They now want to use Tinubu to invade Niger, and the Nigerians are folding their hands. They are shouting, Tinubu, this old man, we talk and we not want him. My brother, whether you want him or you don't want him, he is your president. You are the one to correct him. What we need now is to total support Niger. Niger needs protection from us. Nigerian government must not invade Niger, because that is what the West want. That is exactly what Niger want, because that country you see called Nigeria is a very useless country. Nigerian youth, the ball is in your hands. You need to protest. Tell the Nigerian army never to partake in the invading Niger. Tompolo, Eteketom, the question I ask you now is, the pipeline you are guiding, are you aware that the pipeline is bringing oil direct to Europe to make every citizen, them born in Europe here, to be receiving salary? To give every European citizen a very quality life. The people that's supposed to be fighting for the freedom, you that's supposed to be protecting your people. Now tell me, you as a Niger Delta, you're supposed to rise, bomb those pipelines, but you are protecting it for Britain. You are protecting it for France. You are protecting it for Italy. You are protecting it for Germany. You are protecting it for America. Now, what the children of Ijo nation, what are they going to inherit? They are going to inherit pipeline security job. And you say, Tompolo, you have sense. You are smart. How can you allow your own people to be suffering? You don't even have a drinking water. Africans are rising up. Why can't you join IPOB and make agreement at this junction? I share tears that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon, because I know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be outside today, he have maybe by now we don't already sign agreement with Putin. We don't already sign agreement with Putin. But it pains me. I know the idiot called Simon Ekpa will now tell you that he have agreement with Putin. Let me tell you, the Russians are not stupid. Go and check Simon. Last 3 months, Simon told you people that Putin is a criminal. He was abusing Putin. Is that person that is going to have an agreement with Putin? All of you that call yourself autopilot or government in exile, you lack sense of reasoning. Many countries are having agreement with Putin in order to liberate themselves out from British, out from this European vampire. I told you that only France alone, collect 500 billion. Only France alone collect 500 billion from 14 countries in Africa. That 500 billion is cash, oh. And every country in Africa have their reserves in French country and the other part of the world. Why can't Africa have their own bank? Europe have their own bank. America have their own bank. Asia have their own bank. Where is the Bank of Africa? Where is the Bank of Africa? Where Africa as a continent will be having their own bank. Other country will be banking for them with them. But in Nigeria have their own reserve bank in UK. Italy have their own in America and other part of the European country. Now ask yourself, Africa, where do they have their own? You don't want to get up. You don't usually no. Many of you, what you are good at is somebody coming to a live video and wear Nigeria army camouflage and wear bad school helmet, and they tell you, President of Niger, we are sending you this message. We are solidly behind you. If Nigeria government invade your country, the Biafrans will invade Nigerian government. If you are not a fool, you will ask such bastard. Now that you are making this statement, why didn't those Biafrans invade Nigeria when Operation Python Dance 1, Python Dance 2, Python Dance 3, Python Reloaded, Python Dance Reloaded, Dance, and up to today? Why haven't them invade them? If you have what it takes. You have what it takes, and Asari Tukumbo is killing your people, and you want to go and invade Nigeria. What type of mumu talk be this one, self? You people have succeeded in making this Biafra look like a children things. Or this Mazi. Onye ngucha burukutu, onye ngucha kunu, onye ngucha agbo, or maputa n'iru akwụkwọ, or issue a stem warning to his own father. Without sense, and if there's some beside that hungry have turned their brain, those ones are imbecile escapees. Imbecile escapees will come out and be telling you, you are doing a great job. You must use your sense. And I ask every autopilot this question. Is Simon trying to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or is he trying to replace Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I want any autopilot to answer me. If he is trying to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu keep on distancing himself from his atrocities and all his activities? Because when you are fighting for me, I will not be distancing myself from you. I will work with you because you are fighting for me. That is why Biafrans can never distance themselves from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot distance himself from Biafrans. It is very simple, and that point you will understand who is who. Now I ask you, are you such dumb that Simon, who told you that Putin is committing genocide against you against Ukraine, that Biafrans has nothing to do with Putin, that you are against the genocide, you condemn the activities of Putin? You tell me that you will now go into agreement with Putin to come and help you. Are you know, ma? You the stupid, abi? Each and in agwa anomano. Each na Putin intelligent this thing and have forget. Each and Putin intelligence report don't see all your activities. They don't watch you. You think that they don't have robot anyway? You mention Putin name, he will direct them to listen to you. You think so? And some of you with empty brain, agu ajoka. To be honest, agu jolunjo. There is nothing more powerful than hunger. Hunger is the highest tool that you can use to destroy any person. And that hunger is what Simon that have entered our people back home, that make them to be foolishly following somebody with an empty brain, somebody that is brain dead, somebody that need brain surgery. And for those that are in Europe, believe you me, the say that says Even if you take monkey to Europe, how many years on okay, monkey? If you take a pig to river and bat the pig, after it leave that pig will go back to a swamp. He will go back to dirty because that is his own creature. That is calling. That is why I tell you, the fools that their brain is damaged. You see, telling you that they are in Europe, they are in America, they are in some of them are in the prison itself. Most of people following Simon Ekpa that are outside Nigeria are in prison. For example, we had the one they call Akubig. When he leji, everything Potanigwe. I'm no na nga ka ono no ndị anụ a na-ebe enye 1 minute share ha ga-akụrụ ume ha wolie. I support Simon Ekpa. These are the kind of people. Now, Tompolo. How many times can I ask you this question? How can you be guiding pipeline for an European citizens? How can you be guiding pipeline for somebody in another country to enjoy what God bless you with? Your people are now into you have turned your people to street urchins, political touts, criminals, robbers, security. The Niger Delta that's supposed to be producing mechanical engineer, petroleum engineer, anything that has to do with the engineer. That is what the Niger Delta youth supposed to be involving. You have recruited them and turned them into tout. You turn them into tout for the white man to benefit. Do you have sense? Do you reason at all? Imagine Russia will allow even which country even near them, I think Ukraine, to come and be drawing their oil freely. Check the whole African country. Do any African country has anything that has to do with human life? That human, what would I call it? Any infrastructure or what is it called? Even Nibo self, African, well, anything. I want to promote one bastard. Olive also, you are hereby promoted. You comment again, and Harry Balenciaga, you are hereby promoted also. You can watch. You can watch, but you can never comment again. You are hereby promoted. Omo abu MAP Ezioku Bundu, one in Biafra land. One near like Emigakudo. I don't know if you are living. You are nothing to me. Silas Chijoke Kenekwamuge. Odogunwoke. I have taken care of 2 bingos. Now I'm gonna ata here. I'm in Italy, the corruption in Nigeria. Now, Majunu. Niger actually eat free from France. Niger actually eat free from European colonialism and neocolonialism. And Nigeria want to invade it. What message is that passing to you? Nigeria want to stop them. You as a Nigeria, now maybe some of you will have the mentality as a Nigeria, I need to support my country. Niger cannot win us in a war. The question now is that war, who will it benefit? Is it in the benefit of Nigerian citizen, in the benefit of Niger citizen, or in the benefit of European citizen? Common sense, Adilo common. These are the questions. So Nigeria now actually got no chitali France ogo. Nigeria now actually no chitali UK ogo. ECOWAS has become a puppet for France and the European and the American to use
to fight for them. And the world will be, and then we use their media like BBC, criminals, and the CNN will now report it. ECOWAS have now invaded Niger. They will not tell you that America or Europe have invaded Niger. They will tell you that ECOWAS, led by one Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president and the chairman of the ECOWAS authority, have invaded Niger, and they are now giving Nigeria their aid. You can never hear that them masterminded it, and the Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be fighting to recapture Niger, to hand it over back to the West for more for more slavery. And you as a Nigeria, you fold your hands, you are watching. It's none of your business. And you as an Igbo man in Ununolu Niger, no this country, and na there. Na-asị na ụmụ ihe emecha egbusisi unu na-asị ya ewe egbu anyị ewe na-egbu anyị. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ọhamadike, dike njikerere, odogwu a na-akpọ ogu n'anya, ofu onye ji dọlụ ma akpụ isi, mkpọ na ka eji ete gị n'ụla, oke mmanwụ na-eti onwe ya, ọhịa ọwụ, otu onye a na-asụ na-abịala. Ọ bụrụ na ọ nọ down, Mazi nwere one statement o make, ọ sị gị that na enweghị onye Igbo ọbụla alelie. Ima that statement mean? It mean that ndị Igbo hapụgodu na ịchụ onwe unu, gaanụ outside, chase outside, na o nwere ọgụ na-abịa. Enwere ọgụ na-abịa. The war is coming. How prepared is ndị Igbo? How many ndị Igbo is aware that there is a war in Africa? European Union, European country with the help of American, the whole West want to cause war. They have already caused war in Africa to protect the Western interests, not for African interests. Instead of African to rise up to fight for their interests, they are there fighting for the interests of the West. That is a total foolish. That is foolishness in the highest order. And I thought there is a so-called Nigerians living abroad. Yes, in what kind of good. That message is very deep. I am my friend. I am an when that had. Manoshi, nobody sold me. No Igbo man that has hand. It means that Ndi Igbo should focus on protecting Igbo territory, because Naya Nabia war is coming. You need to live happy go dog one first. Target where's the outside war, because each now a maloma this war. And we catching in now honor the bath. French helicopter at to bomb on it. Shaking no mistake. The same thing they did during the Biafran war. Now, in idea na Burkina Faso, now with the help of Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso is no longer using Sefa. They are now using Faso, which is their name is Burkina Faso. They have now adopted their own dialect after removing French as their first language, as their national language, and they store in their own mother dialect, and now change their currency name to Faso, 200 Faso, 300 Faso, 500 Faso, 1000 Faso, no longer 1000 Sefa, 200 Sefa. No, that is emancipation. They are coming back to their root. They are going back to their root. They are going back to who they are. They are now tracing their origin. They are now taking it back. They are now taking what belongs to them. They are now in charge. They can now make a decision on their own. They can now stand. In 2020, the Ghana president made the same pronouncement, but he failed to carry it out because there is no backup. Africa need to organize and destroy Nigeria so that they can move forward. Africa, other African countries need to come and destroy Nigeria so that they can move forward, because Nigeria is a stumbling block to every African country. Nigeria is a cursed nation, a country of a zoo, animal kingdom. surrender themselves as a willing tools for the West to use to hold other African countries down. And you will I come to Italy, you say you're a proud Nigeria. If you see them, very foolish animals, full Italy here, proudly Nigeria. You see them telling you they are Nigeria. Ask them, what is Nigeria giving to you? Other African country, if you know you want to move forward, for us to succeed, for Africa to succeed with this revolution, with this emancipation, with this freedom we are fighting, every other African countries need to come together to destroy Nigeria. Even if it will wipe all the northern states out in order to make them succumb, do it. Without that, they can never, they will continue to use Nigeria to suppress other countries. So I am calling the whole junta military to join hands together to destroy Nigeria, because that country is an evil empire. It's an evil country, willing tools for Britain. If you want to cripple the West, cripple Nigeria. If you want to cripple America, cripple Nigeria. If you want to cripple Germany, cripple Nigeria. If you want to cripple France, cripple Nigeria. If you want to cripple any part of this world, cripple Nigeria. Then you start the liberation, because if Uganda rise up tomorrow, they will use Nigeria to suppress them down. Tinubu is a drug dealer, and his money is in France. They can use it to threaten him, and he will he will succumb to their order. Nigeria don't have youth that is willing to rise up. When we say, you say, oh, Mazi, don't speak. You're in Europe. Yes, I'm in Europe. If they hold me, I will ask them, what is your military doing in my country? Why can't you, in your human rights law, what did you state there? That no country have the right to invade another country. Why is your people invading my country? And they don't want me to speak. I am in Europe, Italy to be precisely. Nobody will come and tell me that I am calling for Africa to rise up to chase them away. And any court they take me, I don't even need lawyer. I will not take lawyer to defeat them. One, do you know that America sanctioned Uganda? What is the offense of Uganda? Because Uganda as a country passed a law that we don't need we don't need homo. Now, what gave the American impetus, the audacity to sanction them, and Europe backing it up? And African youth, you have a very big role to play. African youth, if we want to rise up, if you are in Nigeria and you want Nigeria not to be destroyed, you must rise up against that government. You must rise up against Nigeria. You must back on your own revolution to take it back. If not, Nigeria is a cursed nation, an animal kingdom, a kingdom of doom, a kingdom destined for doom, destruction, not a kingdom that will move forward. Nigeria is the backbone of every evil Western Union. That is why if I see some of us defending Christianity, I just regard them as the bumfools of our time. They are not qualified to be called a freedom fighters. They are qualified to be called a freedom mugus. You are in Europe. When you are asked, oh, why are you, I want to defend my faith. What is your faith? Your faith is Christianity. Who bring that Christianity? And what purpose was that Christianity being brought to you? What is the benefit of Christianity in Africa? Can anyone tell me, since the arrival of Christianity, this is what it has caused African to make Africa grow from one step to the other? The moment Christianity entered, the production in Africa died. The human infrastructure died. Anything that needs human skills died. You now depend on the aid that will come from the white people, and they are now giving you the aid. Ask yourself, the aid that they are giving you, where is it coming from? When I had me and my boss, we have a heated argument. When he meets me, he said that he have helped me a lot by giving me life contract for me to work. At least I am earning money. He said that Italy have tried my body. I said no. I am the one helping Italy, not them helping me. He said how? I say Italian government depend on me to survive. I told him, he said, no, they are, I said, look, the materials, because the most, there's this iron, we call it in Italy, acciaio. Amahomiana, we are in English, but we have two type of iron. One, we get the one they require acciaio, the other one is ferro. So this iron, that is one is black, one is has a good color. No, it's diamond color, ashes color. I mean, now these ions come from South Africa. These ions come from South Africa, and when I read it, I see these ions are coming from South Africa. Then I tell the man, how much are you people paying to collect this iron that you people are using to produce? Each of the machines they use that iron to produce. Some of the machines are sold for 1.5 million euro. Some are sold for 1 million euro. Some are sold for 2.5 million euro. Some are sold for 500,000 euro. Not a small machine, because I am working in a big company. And they produce these machines from scratch to the up, to the last thing. I told the man that, do you know that if you people pay for this iron, these machines will be costing up to 5 million euro, because it's costing low price now, because you people are not buying the materials. You are stealing it. Now, I told the man, I made the example with materials there. I said the man that, let's assume that you have 5 children. You have 5 children, and you have Italy as your property, and I come and I now forcefully kill you that own the Italy, and I killed you and they conquered your children, and I collect the full Italy, and I carry your children, and they will be working for me. After the work finish, they will produce $1 million for me, and I will give them $100. I asked man, am I helping your children, or your children are not slave to me? He said, my die. I said, my die can't survive. I said, I can leave that thing. Which die? Answer me. Am I helping your children, or your children are not slavery and suffering under me? Jina ebi jina mbedoma odogunwai. Ina lolu slike. Ina le me broadcast mana flow mundi na me broadcast kagike na this struggle. To be honest, eziokwu dị gị na nwa Dakara good. Hai, ana m ekpupụlụ n'okpu. Ana ebe nnọkọta njiri unu na-aba mba nnọọ. Ife ebe nji unu na-aba mba iche na amafugo unu one on one. Ebe m na-akọwa aka unu sef, ndị mmadụ eche na mma lụrụ naanị. Si ya na and these two people, no. Enwe ndị dị strong, ndị dị daisi. Enwe ndị abụ amụ born to free others. Or ihu no be said, no be then shoot a bird in mama fly. No. Unubu. All master prophet. Unu wine kajara kaja. I really appreciate you people. You guys, you people are doing a great job. To be honest. Onye fu ihe ọmanya to onya na anaghị afịa barịbarị. Ọ bụ na mmagi menwuri enya pụta ka ifia. Mmagi menwuri ife fa na-eme. So you dị jealous na ntofa, tinye mma gị n'ọlụ a ha na-alụ ka ntofa, ntonya. So don't be jealous. Adịna jealous. Ha merit, they over merit. Gwa m one platform onye ga na-broadcast ma afọ ha there. Ị ga na their platform ha na-ede ede. Na wow, onye fu eziokwu nya kwuo ya. Now, back to what I'm saying. Jụọ Tom Polo. Joy eteketom. Jondi, I will defend my faith. Kedi ha wetela anyị, what are you people doing? Europe ji wete Christianity to rob us, to conquer us, to make us become useless. Do you know that if you are a pure Christian, you will be you have nothing to do with retaliation. You have nothing to do with defend yourself. All your own is let's leave it to God. Vengeance is for the Lord. That will be your own, which is animalistic talk, which is a very useless talk from a confused human being. How can you leave vengeance for God? How can you live for your self-defense to God? And when they say leave, don't retaliate, and they are retaliating. Igbo for Israel tata na free. Bugodo for Britain, Kemami Ghana free. Bugodo, even when Boko Haram kidnapped American citizens, American failed to even consult Nigeria government. Then give order, the military invaded that Boko Haram camp and take them by force. Once you're a Christian, you must be a weak vessel. You must be a weak human being. You must be very praying without direction. You must be prayerful without action. End of the day. Yes, of course, Nkechi is doing it wonderfully well. Yes, Nkechi. Yes, I know. John Wege, how can Africa move forward when Nigeria is still a country existing? How can Africa engage themselves? Any country that rise today, the West will use everything within their power through Nigeria to subdue them down. Because that is their mission. That is all they want. That is the problem. And some of you don't know this. That is why Njagi Unu. Iwem tata bụ na Mazi anọ here. Oh, na Mazi no with us here. They not want Tinubu well to even threaten Niger because Oma watagodo onwe first n'ihe ga na-eme. But I believe the leadership Mazi put in a place, they knows what to do, and that's why I'm following them. That's why I'm following them. When the time comes, we will march and we will be free, either by peace or by pieces. We must go, no matter how. Ajomunde Simon is doing a great job. One question, none of them can answer me. Is Simon fighting to replace Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Let them answer me so that we will understand. On this note, I could go 1 hour here. I will leave it here, and I believe my message have been passed. If you have something to say, I give 2 minutes. I give 2 minutes. You can call in. You can call in and tell me and answer my question or opening a question. Then enjoy your question. Because another program need yellow opportunity. I wish they give us opportunity. I could have come to Mazi Chebepo's platform and destroyed him. I always give chance. And for those of you who don't know the number to call is +3935. I say +393512 957752. Nanya na comment section ị ga-afịa there. Nanya n'iru screen ị ga-afịa there. Ma ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe agwa m ịgwa m, ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe agwa m ka ntido. Because at a time, no time to check time. Enwere m time m bịara igbu here. Apasigo m ozi m. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ekwuchego okwu ya. Ka pịa anya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gwara unu na nya enweghị anything to do with Simon Ekpa. Na nya ezighi onye ozi ọbụla. And na nya anaghị alụkọ with the bingo. So come and tell me why you don't believe Ejiofor. You don't believe Ozekome. You don't even believe the Connie Chameleon Yana Simon na alụkọ Aloy Ejimako. You don't believe enyi na ya bara ibe. You don't believe Patrick Ifeanyi, but you don't believe Akajiova n'ala Igbo. You don't believe all the whole people, even Benjamin Madbug. You don't believe them. Then who will you not believe? We have the first caller here. Welcome to the program. Ndewo. Welcome to the program.
Buonasera, fratello. Come stai?
Sto bene, tu?
Alla grande.
Sei grande. Ma sei andato a lavorare oggi o no? No, sto parlando sul telefono, non è te, eh? Scusami.
Ormai sono lì, ormai non sono nei tuoi paesi più, sono andato via, ma ormai
sei in ferie?
anni che sto lì. Perché nella macchina che dallo?
Udonaci?
Sì, è così, non hai bisogno di ridere, sono ora a Olanda, così sì.
Okay, ka anyị sụọ na anyị tie n'akụ ndị be anyị ga-ata na.
Tu akọrọ nwa Chineke, daalụ.
Ndewo.
Daalụ. Ama akọrọ ihe nọ na ihe anyị hụ na-eru ọ dị ka ihe nwada akara gị otu ndere na ozi maazị nziri Malibugo. Ọ dị very deep. Since e wepụtara dị ozi ka m nọ na-eme ya analyze n'isi onwe m na-agbakọ na-ewepụ na-atụsa ya ofu ofu. So ikuku anyị hụ na-abịa na ihe ikuku anyị hụ na-abịa na ihe the only thing n'igwe in the sense that ọkwefu ekpere ma anyị na-edere ndị si n'idiri ma ka mmadụ te ga-esi mee ka ọ dịkwa ụtọ kwesịrị ka emechitala ọnụ ya ọ bụrụ na onwe ihe ọ na-eme na IPOB ọbụkwa na onwe ihe na-eme na Biafra ọgụ bete ọnụ ya ji emechite na ikuku amụma maazị Mgburekwu ọ na-abịa na mmezu ihe ọ gwara so that Biafra bịa no man on this earth can take the glory. Onwe ga-eri the glory. Ọ ya na ihe onye na-eme na so ma ha like ya ọ dịwa ka ihe kwuru mgbe m nụrụ obodo a na-arụ ọrụ ajụrụ m ofu onye Italo ajụrụ m ya onye na-abụ na-arụkọ ọrụ so nwa ajụọ ya o nwere ilulu ha na-atụ ha sịrị n'okwu ya na ya megide ihe onye Italo sịrị na-ede bravo na-ede good gị ma na-eri elegide mgbe so mụnwa wee jụọ ya sị ya ka ihe mme because no visa onye aji klọb m na wanapụta tụọ visa aka nji wee bịa obodo Igbo m jụọ asị ya ka ihe mme na ihe niile ndị a na-ewere na buy that place na onweghị noven ụmụ ha na-agụ akwụkwọ ụmụ ha na-arụ ọrụ that place no ha wa ndị ke nkara nka na-abịa ebe ha bịa arụ ọrụ.
Okay.
Ịma ihe ọ gwara m ọ sị m devrait essere troppo tardi per voi di essere svegli. Ihe aka nwoke Italo gwara m na ọ too late
iju etete n'ụlọ
and ọ ya wa na-eme ha so even ozi anyị ọrụ niile maazị nụrụ ugbu a ka ọ na-amị mkpụrụ ọrụ niile maazị nụrụ ugbu a ka ọ na-amị mkpụrụ ị mana mgbe ọ na-eprichi na redio Biafra ọ gwara na the highest radio a na-anụ a na-ege na the whole universe awa aghọta ihe a ọ na-agwa ha ihe a niile ihu egecha dị ya ka a na-eme implement na daalụ nwa Chineke.
Ndewo daalụ ndewo onye nwụlala nne ekwu okwu ịmalụ na onye ahụ nwụlala nne nwanne anyị nwoke a kwefuru ka o ji ekwu okwu enwe direction iju anya ajụjụ na ọza gị direct because o nwee knowledge ọ na-use common sense ya o nwere ya wee na-emeke use of it. Now somebody dịka mediative consoler isi na anya call in na okwu ị ga-ama that this guy is just a Fulani man that was born in Igbo and brought up in Igbo, but that blood of a Fulani dị n'ahụ onwere oke emekete ka ọ yala izuzu si na challenge ya nya kpọọ this number no here ka m jụọ onye ese ka ọ zagodo ese ka ifu ka Biafrans notice you believe. You something you need to believe in something you don't know. You don't know, then you believe. But I am telling you, I know. So once I know, I don't need to believe. I know Simon Ekpa is a criminal. I don't need to believe him. That is different between me and you. I know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't need to believe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hello, welcome to the program. Ndewo.
Ikeji.
Ikeji Ganiru.
I'm from Austin, Texas.
Okay.
All the way from 2021. You see, there is something that I want to explain here. First of all, I acknowledge the US for standing strong today. I don't know all of them, but the little, not that I don't know all of them, the two people I know, I have seen their faces. They should render they should take what would I call it? My salute to them. And as I recognize them, let it go around all the remaining US members. They have done what the government never expected. And through them, now the zoo government know that actually Nnamdi Kanu kept resolute people that are do or die affair, they die hard people.
Exactly.
You know, I want to start from beginning. See, Simon is I know Simon might have caused a lot of problems in this struggle, but you know the major person that caused damage to the struggle to some length. You see Kanu. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear, the word is listening.
You see Kanu know 100% of what happened to Nnamdi Kanu. Forget, I was very, very angry with Benjamin when he did not mention Kanu. When he was the time when they talk say no single Igbo person had for what happened to Nnamdi Kanu. I was very, very angry. You could remember that the time when in rendition
Mazi,
our leader.
Mazi,
Yeah.
Mazi.
Yeah.
That is statement in Odia the very deep. Without Ninohano, the spirit of Biafra to enter you, you can never understand that word. Mazi, okay. For just let me just can obele that statement. That statement mean na ya dia kpoba afa ndị bitrel or nonya ọ hapụrụ ihe niile bitrel o mean ka ndị Igbo hapụgodu ọgụ ụnọ na-enwere ahịa dị na outside nna abịa n'ala Igbo ka all the sword, all the arrows should be directed to that area outside. Mgbe emechezi anyị batazia n'ụlọ anyị bịa marụzia ka anyị ga-eji hazie onwe anyị. Obulo minilo na akwesi enwelu mano ndị ba isi no inu ka okenye eji ekwu okwu. So ihe ahụ ifuru okwu die onwe meaning. Onwere okwu ebe ọ na-aga ndị ọ chọrọ ikpo okwu afa and ebe ahụ ọ na-aga iyala ịnọ na the spirit ma what ya. O minilo na ya mahụ ife menu, but ka I forget it because n'ọgụ na-abịa ka I prepare godo onwe anyị to protect the territory. O ihe o mean. What other side? Even Gumi of Idumana Nakia, Simon Ekpa is working against it. We know all those things. So Chogodoka, call happy all the Mazi Nshi leave Simon Ekpa alone. The bingos think that Mazi is working with Simon Ekpa. No, when Uchemefo was near Zuzu, did you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reply him? Mazi have never made not even 10 seconds broadcast against Uchemefo. He left him and Uchemefo Zuzu gidekwa Zuzu lotata all the confused nyawa ga-eti nyawa ga-asa nyawa na-ebezi akwa nyawa na-akọ nwede onye ga-ajụ ọkọ nyawa ga-ajụ onwe ọza. So ihe ahụ bụ leave this guy, silence him, let him fight with his own spirit. That is it. I mean that now when the time for to pay them for their karma, for their own with their own cup, that we will not open their chapter, but there is something that is bigger that we need to face first. Okay, what and they will watch Chineke bido gawa n'iru.
So, the person literally we won't bring a disaster into this struggle was Kanunta. Remember that comment where he make one particular time, he come out for social media, he say he protect Simon. Are you aware?
Eh?
He said you remember when Kanunta come out for brokers, tell governors that that DOS did not allow Simon Ekpa, that the DOS is saying that Simon Ekpa want to take over IPOB. Are you aware of the video?
Yes, I'm aware.
Eh?
Yes, I'm aware.
I'm aware that it was Kanunta that brought Simon Ekpa into light.
Yes, I know. We know those things. I have the video on my phone. Yes,
Very good. He not get followers, so that Simon. Let me just make it clear to you. Now, what is happening is that even though Kanunta, the DSS used Kanunta to bring him to light, are you getting it now? So what the DSS did was that they know that we Igbos are wise, so it will be very, very hard to watch Simon Ekpa to be doing his illegal work, and we believe, as we watch it, we will believe, because we know what is right and we know what is wrong. So what they did was that they created bots. They created bots through some Yoruba, most Yoruba, the Hausa Fulanis, to occupy social media and give him that support. He cannot drive protests in the Holy Rope and at the home. He did not get that followers like that. Come out in life like this, drive a huge amount of followers, and he knows he cannot do it. Now what they do is that all these people where they do sit at home, where they enforce it at home, these are armies in barrack. They come out, they fight when the time come, they file out black and black. When after they do their nonsense finish, they go back to barrack. Then at that time where they will go come out camouflage on the arrest innocent people. Plus some of our people, few of them were involved. Now, listen, I will have to ask our leader a question when he comes back. That question will be, is there any organization that they don't do auditing, they don't audit the financial person?
Mazi, that case, all those cases of Nenya Kaya, they go depending on the Mazi Pota. Obulos also are interested in that case. Now every IPOB member is interested in that very case.
She must not be forgiven because she has cost a lot of life. She must not be forgiven.
When the time come, believe you me, a lot of people will interest in that area, and not even yourself. Most of the leadership is interested in that case, and I believe it will be handled maturely, and everything people need in respect will come to pass. So. Mazi,
now let's go to Ejimako. Ejimako, remember Ejimako. Remember the WhatsApp chat. Ejimako exposed one certain time. We exposing yash between Simon and himself. And this shows that for as long as 2 years ago, two of them has been making WhatsApp chat, and he has been running around to Simon.
Yes, of course. Not only that, Mazi, let me chip something in here. My brother, Ejimako is working with Simon Ekpa. That chat equally, did it occur to you that Nobulo says Ejimako is working for Simon Ekpa? Because he check that place Australia. Look at Australia have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being released. Ejimako Australia mbanya contact ya Mandela, which means Mandela is also working for Simon Ekpa.
Yes, Even this idiot, is a bureau.
So the leadership must investigate most of the lawyers. And to me, any lawyer cannot communicate with Simon Ekpa need to be cut off, to be honest.
Yes. Now, normal, our leader will give Ejima call message to come give. Now, it doesn't mean that when Ejima come and say, this is what our leader said.
Or the your network in a wave. Mazi, you cannot there. Are you still there?
Hello? Are you hearing me?
Now I cannot know you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead.
You got what I was saying.
Exactly, go on, Niru.
Yes. You know, we have to now. There is something I want to bring now, Mazi. I want the media to know how to start reporting. There is one mistake that is happening in this our media thing. We should there should be one. The DOS should appoint a media somebody that will be regulating all the whole media. We're letting them as on a normal base. You send them what to report. You understand, and give them guidelines, memorandums on what to do. Now, every other thing should be extra curriculum. You understand?
Exactly.
Yes, there should be one person regulating the media.
We have the media head, Mazi Nnamdi.
You are trying to infiltrate the media right now. That is one thing I'm observing now. If you want some I've seen two people when they use this our logo, free our leader logo. They just put on normally they get one group when what they do is that they tag you when you mistakenly accept, you don't enter the group, and they even come out from the group now. But they use that logo, and when you enter that group, you see some nonsense. Simon, you will just get fed up first for yourself. Say why go accept sustain. And another person, you see Donald, wouldn't be the other of his name. That guy is an agent.
Donald Azubike.
Donald Azubike is an agent, a very big agent. He's a TSS agent. That guy should be that guy was not be given. If he's holding any position, remove it from him right very early before he infiltrated a lot of people. I'm saying these things earlier. If that guy is holding any position, they should remove it from him right away.
The guy have been already suspended.
Okay. I'm not aware.
I suspended you about 2 months ago now. O megidere ya attack one DOS na akpọba ma Mazi Nnamdi Yoruba afa akpọba onwere onye na-akpọrọ afa ma agbanyị m dem. That's the spirit of Biafra apịara mmanwụ confess ozugbo the inner plan or the secret agenda or the spullenyo ozugbo he was removed immediately.
Please, we should check some wrong things that is happening so that we waive some certain things. I'm just telling you now. The DOS are great. If there is no other thing I am happy with our leader is the type of people he appointed as DOS.
Ihe na-agụ m agụ kịta bụ ije kpọtawa all those people niile achụchara achụ na-emeghe interview.
Yes! I swear to God, don't be lying talk. Interview all of them.
I need new rubbish from their mouth.
I make sure say I listen to you. I don't care how much data I wish. You talk a lot of sense. You talk with no fear. See, we are no say you strong now. The time you attack these Benin people with no fear, you see as they come out the mass.
Those Benin bingo.
Some of them I know don't get sense. As they listen to you, they don't get sense. They don't see. It's like they won't get where they call the DJ. The girl has been, after watching your distance, her brain saturated. They say, this thing they happen. Every time when they give Igbos boost but we no say, see the read truth, see what thing they happen. I open. A lot of things that they send out for WhatsApp, go to her distance. Now most of my videos, I send them where she use do broadcast. Her eyes open. After she listened to you, her eye open. Enter, go just text her, enter her name na Lady J. See, I see they give
Mazi nke bụ eziokwu bụ na ị ghara ịbụ a hardcore IPOB ike watch onye a na-agụ m anaghị m ala awọchichago Methuselah m ga-eji wee nwee time watch wọda.
Your broadcast, the saturation, your broadcast saturation, somebody brain. That is why I'm just telling you to know that you are working a lot. I don't fail your broadcast. I don't fail Methuselah. I don't feel the other girl. Their name. And also Omote, a lot of them. But I was following bumper to bumper. But at a certain time, when I see him do Azubike something, I can't withdraw myself. I did not unfollow him, but I just withdraw myself. But I know that the spirit is still with him. But because of one or two, this thing, Christianity nonsense, just go fall in line with stupid person. But I just hope he saturates himself.
When you're if Christianity is a criminal, that person can never be trusted. Yeah. Trust the person at your own peril. Simple as that.
The ship where they carry our people for 400 years. Go ask question. What is the name of the ship? The name of the ship is Jesus Lubeck.
Okay.
They carry our people asleep for 400 years. Jesus Lubeck. Type on Google, you see so many secrets which can go to. They stay for Italy now.
Yes, of course.
Go to that's their church. What is it called? What will be that the name of that big Roman Catholic? Vatican City. Go there, you see where they moved the Jesus gone where they pour so many things for him. Sometimes they come out, they carry him some people carry him 50 more than 20 people they carry him street by street. I don't know what they do. You get the point.
Exactly.
So we know the secret of all these things. So no problem.
They won't
to speak to you.
Ndewo. Dalorine Chukwu gozie gị. No retreat, no surrender. Ndewo. Ndị Biafrans, aga m arapụkwa ya here. Ị bịa na this broadcast, ịmalụ ndị ahụ point iwerie because onweghị mgbe ihe niile kwuru na this program ga-eji dị gị mma. So ịmalụ nke ahụ point iwerie, ịmalụ nke ahụ adịghị ka ọ na-like ha. Ị hapịa, onye ọzọ ga-like ya. Aka m bụkwa nwanne unu nwoke MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ. No retreat, no surrender. Anyị abịago na anyị abịago. Onwere onye anyị ga-agbala ọsọ. Onye gba ọsọ nke ọ lụrụ alụ ana n'iyi. Ọ bụkwa na ike ego gị kama ị ga-agbaba ayala bakwanụ n'ụlọ maka na ọ kakwalụ gị mma n'ịba n'ụlọ kwa ilu onwe gị ugwu. At least mgbe restore Biafra aka ya echetakwa gị. Mana ike ego gị sizie ka isowe ndị sabo. I watch my our brother on Ajite. Ka nna watch the brother, watch gide fifie n'isi. Agwa m unu na ọbụla onye ọbụla na-eti DOS bụ hardcore. Ọbụla ya bụ hardcore. I stand with DOS does not make you a hardcore. Your hardcore bụ care your mental stability, care your mental toughness. people like us at initial stage, person like me, not like us, because my case is very different from every other case. Because basically, but what we do to restore Biafra, to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I was hitting it. And I know a lot of people misunderstood me at that initial stage, and they say you are an autopilot, this and that. And now I remember the attack without he confirm one or two. That is me. That is why Jebe mmadụ niile nwere ike imecha attack m ga na-ekiri nna jugbu ajugbu wee na-eno m ga-amalile ebe ị na-aga. Anaghị m eme mmadụ attack with na perceive. If I perceive, I will withdraw. M ga na-alanye gị na-anọkọde gị ka m wee dị sure nwụta gị. Onajite na-ajụ what the US have done since 2 years. And I was like, is this man ọ bụ na ọ da afụ ụzọ or na ọ da anụ ife? And I say it's our brother. He don't need to be attacked. He needs someone to call him and address him, advise him, and also bring him back, because I see that one, he lack information. Two, he don't know what is going on. He needs somebody to call him and lecture him. That you have been in the struggle for decades does not mean that you cannot confuse. And when you confuse, it's maybe somebody that entered yesterday can bring you back. Memory is not something that is permanent. You can forget a lot of things. And I see that our brother, that he have forgotten a lot of things, and he want to become a very good person. He want to be good to Osama bin Laden, and at the same time be good to America, which is impossible. So I need anyone that has his number need to call him to please talk to him in a way that he will understand and bounce back to his own normal track. Because ọbụla ọgbacha mbọ niile oluzie na this die minute ojuezie amụ oyi okopuzie. He have tried, and I urge our people to try to reach him, to correct him. I wrote him message, yeah, but I have not replied because I wanted to speak with him, and also to tell him that n'ebe ọ na-aga n'ụzọ adịghị, because ụzọ adịghị ebe ọ na-aga, you know, and I know that he lack info, and that's why he started all these things. And here is message before somebody actually I'm lying. Here is my message to him. I wrote him message, he have not replied. Here is message I wrote to him. You can see it on Ajite. I sent him a message, and I want to speak with him because, to be honest, I don't want any of our members to fall out, to fall to the enemy's hand. It's not something good. So I was bothered after I watched the video. I say I need to call him and to speak to him so that for him to know that he is trying to go astray. He's trying to deviate. But it's not something I will come on social media to be blastering him. No. I will discuss with him privately. Then I'll try everything within me to make sure that his labor will not be in vain in this die minute. A lot of us make mistakes, and it takes who loves someone to correct anyone. So I urge our medias to put their sword noble. Please, most especially our sister, because Tiano sword noble, and bring him back. He can be used tomorrow. Okay, one or two things tomorrow. Don't push him away. We know how it plays. So I am begging on his behalf. I will speak to him anytime he replies. I don't have his number. If any of you have his number, you can also forward it to me, and I will contact him. Believe you me, anything money and I discuss, if he wish to record and post, feel free. Any person can feel free, because one now, but I'm not this struggle without any secrecy. I don't record people, but if you think you can do to me, feel free to do that, because na private. One name na ama ngwa gị kpọm ebe ọbụla mpụta nkwuo onye abụrụ m ikwu agọ m ga-agwa gị na nkwulie. Ọ bụkwa na mmecha isi m na ndarịa nsị gị ndo, ma ọ bụkwa na m adahịa nwanne ada asị ndo. Ọkụwata ka epi eziokwu bụ ndụ. A na-ekpolibe ndụ n'onwelo Biafra ga-abịa. And ekwugomie, if Nigeria want to move forward, Africa want to move forward, you need to destroy Nigeria before anything. Ngemeli a special short video to pass this message to every African. Thank you and remain blessed. I remain my humble self, MAP, Ezioku Bundu, one in Biafra land. If you don't like my way, my brother, you have no option than to commit suicide. If you love my way, my brother, you have no option than to enjoy and live long life and prosperity. One nipo mas impoga sipo mu one nempogi one isim ne udo dere mu sig udo dere gi isim mazi ga ngbuo gi masi de gini ga ngebu gebu. I must end you. That is me for you. No retreat, no surrender. And now I'm another fine friend. Name me and you they close. No, you know them my agenda. If I need friend in my village, I have a lot of friends. I will go and make a lot of friends in my village. Because even in my Mbatana Bakili Kitata, I can make millions of friends there. Because of Benham, he can't pursue me there. Okay, water. So God bless DOS. And ebe mfu ụfọdụ ndị be anyị akpọ ya nwa Abakaliki iwebe iwe a yara ịkpọ gị nwa Abakaliki ka akpọ gị nwa Anambra ma ịbụ onye Aba na ewezikwana iwe na abụ m nwa Abakaliki, proud one for that matter. Ọ na-asụ gị na mbụ nwa Aba, o ezigbote nwa Abakaliki ka mbụ na ịkwa nwa Aba gbasiri ike o nwa Aba kara aka nwanne Aba bụ Aba ị na-eme anyị fụ na mbụ ezigbote nwa Aba kara aka, very proud one for that matter. Chineke kpọọ Simon ekpe ọkụ. Chineke kwuo onye amụ na ndụ. Ndewonu, until I will come again, no retreat, no surrender. God bless you all.